So 10 in the very first over. That's a handy start for the Karnataka Bulldozers. Now, Akash, you were playing here at this ground not too long ago. Just tell us a bit about the incline. It seems to be a huge slope right from the boundary rope all the way up to the pitch.
It's as much as 3 feet, and that's huge when you talk about a cricket field. The biggest slope that I've seen so far has been at the Lords and the Mecca of cricket, where it's about 9 feet from one side to the other. This is slightly different, and this is obviously made to ensure that the ground drains very quickly.
I can assure you one other thing. It can make the ball carry to the fence a whole lot quicker as well. So it isn't really a huge plus for the fielding side. The ball can really travel on this outfield to the fence. In the gap and 4. Well, just too short. And he's taken full toll on it, has Rajeev.
A loose ball, asking to be hit, asking to be punished. It was a short pitch ball, and the girls are dancing.
Yes, a bomb chikawawa moment there. Just too short, Akash, this one from the bowler. And Rajeev was on it. There's something to cheer about. The bomb chikawawa moment there coming through. So Rajeev also gets off the mark with a boundary, quite like Manjunath did in the earlier over.
These are loose balls, all right, but they need to be put away. And both the batsmen have started in style and have just marked their authority. This is a strong side, and they know that they need to win this one. Karnataka Bulldozers. Telugu Warriors can still afford a loss, but not the Karnataka Bulldozers. And that's gone. That's the first wicket. Miscued it. It was there to be hit. Chosen the aerial route, but fell to the fielder at mid-off. An important wicket for the Telugu Warriors.
So it's 14 for 1. Dhruv, the new man in, but he's been at the non-strikers, and he'll take strike now. That's, of course, a single to Manjunath, who's taken a single. So he now moves up to 11, but Dhruv, he's a linchpin as far as the Karnataka Bulldozers batting lineup is concerned. A very handy batter. And the reason why he's here is because Rajeev perished off the previous delivery. Got too much under it, Akash, as he tried to sky that one.
Well, it was too early. He didn't get to the pitch of the ball, wanted to take the aerial route, did take it, but then just top-edged it. Didn't go the distance, didn't have the power. A decent ball. Defended well by Dhruv. Dhruv has already scored a half century in this tournament. It's just been 3 matches old. He's averaging, I think, 67. His strike rate is impressive. And I think Karnataka Bulldozers will be banking heavily on Dhruv to succeed.
Yes, and he gets off the mark with that single, so he'll retain the strike. As the over comes to an end from Giri, a wicket taking one, it's 16 for 1.
And 16 for 1 in 2 overs. Karnataka Bulldozers, and here's a misfield, first of the game. It was a slightly short of length ball. The slip is already out, even to the new batsman Dhruv. And that's the wicket. That's the wicket again. Went slightly miscued it. Went the right way because long on was back. He was eyeing the long off fielder, but then just didn't hit it properly.
He has got it too high on the bat. But just too short. Raghu really hasn't settled into any kind of rhythm so far. But I think the Karnataka Bulldozers haven't really been able to take full toll on the opportunities that they've been given. But really, one has to say, Akash, this is a fantastic stadium. Having been completed within about, 3.5 years, it's been a commendable effort. That's wide down the leg side.
Well, it's a beautiful facility. Previously, we only knew about Mahendra Singh Dhoni when it came to Ranchi. When we spoke about Ranchi, that was the name that came to your mind. But now this stadium, I think this is outstanding facility, great infrastructure, brilliant facilities for the players, dressing rooms, the practice facilities at the back, a brilliant indoor facility and a residential block. And you talk about the pitch, you talk about the conditions, they're immaculate. This is as good as it gets in international cricket.
Oh yes, brainchild of Amitabh Chaudhary, the president of the Jharkhand State Cricket Association. I think he's done a fantastic job along with the other officials to just actually make sure this happens. But now we've got a very interesting question. If you won the toss, what would be your strategy? Would it be to bat first or to bowl? 51% saying batting first would be the plan at the JSCA Cricket Association Stadium here in Ranchi. And why not? It's a batting paradise.
There isn't much in it. 51 for batting first, 49 for bowling first. It's a good pitch and it's not going to change over a course of 40 overs. So runs on the board are always nice. Just put the opposition under pressure. An easy single. Easing into his innings now. Manjunath.
Having said that, I think even if you're chasing, you wouldn't mind it because you know the pitch is not going to deteriorate. It's going to remain just as good for batting. Yes, psychologically you could come under pressure if you've got a huge score to chase down. It's well played. As the over comes to an end, it's 21 for 1. So Giri to continue now from the media end. He's the wicket-taking bowler. And Akash, it's interesting to note that Giri doesn't have that kind of pace. He just bowls around 98 or 100 kilometers per hour. He's relying more on line and length, keeping the ball in the channel and playing on the batsman's patience.
Well, it's challenging to actually generate pace when there is nothing on offer. He's keeping it slow, he's keeping it full, and he's challenging the batsman to go over the top. It's at times it's easier when you have pace to work with on pitches like these where there is something in it for the batsman. You would want some pace, or else you'll have to do all the talking. You'll have to do all the hitting, and that is why he got that solitary wicket so far. The batsman tried a bit too much, one too many, perished.
That's a clean strike, maximum. You don't need boundary ropes. You clear them any which way. And I think that's as huge as can get. That is at least about 70 meters long. Cracking shot this from Rajeev. Take another look at this.
Was there to be hit, but then you have to give it to the batsman. Went full hog. Look at that. See ya later. Another one. This is even bigger. It's gone into the stadium. 5 rows back. This is top hitting from a top batsman, Manjunath. He is in prime form right now and hurting the Telugu Warriors.
Oh yes, a bomb chicka wow moment there for the Karnataka Bulldozers. This was even better than the previous one. The bottom hand coming into play. Bit of a, you probably thought it was more of a slog, but what a cracking hit. Yes, 5 rows back, at least about 80 meters long. Now, interesting scenario with the power play on, Akash. Only 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. They've got a long off back and a sweeper cover. Mid-on is up inside the 30-yard circle, and with the bowler pitching it up, that's the route the batsman's taking.
Do you think it matters? The way he's batting, he's clearing the fence by good 50 meters. So, nowhere, it doesn't matter where you put your fielders, he's going to clear them in any way.
Wonder what he's had for lunch though, Manjunath. He said he's a big hitter, but tell you what, he's really pulling out all the stops here. with fine leg and third man up inside the 30-yard circle, the margin of error for the bowler is limited. He can't stray too far outside the stumps. So over comes to an end. It's 33 for 1.